Moving flats can only mean one thing, and that is a flat tour. Hi, good morning, welcome. If this is your first time stumbling upon one of my videos, I am Julia. I've been living in Edinburgh for almost 3 years now, and I'm about to go through the moving process for the 3rd time here. In all honesty, I was not expecting this to happen at the end of this year. Kind of thought I'd be staying in this flat till the end of my time at university, but things change. And I guess that just gives me an extra opportunity for more flat related content. So welcome to my little Marchmont flat. As you can tell, we're in my bedroom. I mean, this is like my safe space. I love putting things that I love up on the wall, up on display. It makes me very happy. I love them. All my favorite memories from the past few months and the past few years plastered across the walls. I mean, one of my favorite parts of my room, which has kind of grown with me over the last few years, is my Polaroid wall. That has drastically expanded, obviously, as I've taken more and more photos, and it makes me very happy to have all of these like right next to my bed. So the moment I wake up and I look at them, I'm just surrounded by things that make me very, very happy. I think all of this is in part why this room in particular has made me feel so safe and secure and happy. I also forgot my little Highland cow. Normally just sits on a bed, but I had to give him a little walk before the move. Just trying to clean and refresh everything before it's moved to the new flat. Normally he just sits right there on the bed. And then behind the camera setup is my wardrobe, some shelves, my desk, the window. This is actually the biggest bedroom I think I've had during my time living in Edinburgh. It's definitely, as I said, my favorite. I've actually got so much storage in this flat, in my room, but it still does not feel like enough, so I'll definitely have to declutter a lot of my clothes before I move. I'm such a sentimental person. I keep all the little cards, plane tickets, concert tickets, Polaroids, like little film photos, everything I keep and I pin up, and it makes me very happy. It's been so nice having a desk in this room because my previous room did not have a desk. And this one, even though I don't always work at it, it's just so nice and convenient and useful to have a place to like sit and do my work, my makeup, my everything. I think that's a rough overview of my bedroom, all its highlights. This will be the 3rd time moving, and each of my previous bedrooms I have documented and saved on this channel. So if you're interested in seeing any of them, those will be linked down below. Welcome to my flat. This is the entryway. This is the first space you come into when you enter the flat. I'll show you like the opposite side of the room because it opens up quite a bit to a hallway that points to like each of our bedrooms and the kitchen. Right here is the bathroom, which I'll take you to in just a second. I thought it was worth starting in this space just because you probably won't even be able to see it in this shot in particular. My first impression when I walked into the flat for the first time was just how tall the ceilings were, just how massive everything seemed. This flat doesn't have a living room, but the hallway, like we've put a few sofas and things in here as it is quite a decently sized space. And then we have got like a dining room area attached to the kitchen. It's like a 2-in-1. Again, I'll get onto that in just a bit. I mean, it's a pretty typical hallway. I've got some hooks, a little shoe storage. That's about it. More stuff's happening right behind me. And this is the other side of the hallway. As you can see, it kind of opens up quite a bit. Yeah, we've got one little sofa here, one little sofa there. One thing about the flat is that we don't have a dryer included in the washing machine, which is something I had in previous flats. But I'm personally a big fan of that because using the dryer really ruins my clothes. But sometimes it is a lot easier, so if I'm not enticed to use a dryer, like if I physically don't have that option. That being said, we needed a space to dry our clothes. There's a feature in several old Edinburgh flats that I've been to actually where you have dryers like on the ceiling. You kind of pull them down by a rope. My flat's got that. We used to use it, not so much anymore just because there's not that much real estate and it's also not the most convenient thing. Like It's nice because it's out of the way. Obviously it's like on the ceiling, so we do have like an actual drying rack, and honestly we just keep it open most of the time. It's in the hallway, kind of out of the way. Might not be the prettiest thing, but it's just really convenient. So we've got that in the hallway next to one of the sofas as well, and also 2 storage closets. That's one thing I love about Marchmont flats, is like the extra storage you get is massive. We just use them for storage, but there's so much storage. It's super useful. Here I definitely have like more than enough space to have an overflow of stuff for my bedroom. Welcome to the bathroom. I don't think I'll ever have a bathroom that's this pretty. Like, I love the pink tile. It feels like the essence of having a girly flat. I love it. The bathroom is definitely in use. There's loads of little things cluttered around. Got lots of skincare and body care things. Genuinely don't know if there's much more to say about the bathroom. The ceilings in it are just as high as in the rest of the flat. There's just a little like lower area here, but the rest of the room is just as high. Other than that, I just love the fact that I have a pink bathroom. It makes me very happy to have a pink bathroom. Now, this is a space that if you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll probably be very familiar with. Kitchen / dining room area. It's like one big space that's connected. It's a decent sized space. I really like working and studying here. I really struggle to work in my bedroom. Even though I have a designated like study workspace, it's still a bit of a struggle for me. So I love doing my work here, because then when I'm done, I can just go to my bedroom and chill there. I mean, the main thing that made me fall in love with this flat is the fact that there's a massive window, which you don't see right now, but it's on the opposite side of the room. That lets in loads of natural light. Sunsets here are beautiful. We get golden hour here basically every day, and that was one of my favorite parts of the flat moving in. A little wish of mine starting the flat hunt last year was to have natural light, to have a massive window in the kitchen, and we've got one, and it's amazing views. It's got an amazing courtyard behind. I'm a big fan of this space. The kitchen space is bigger than any kitchen I've ever had, and then we've got like loads of storage inside of the actual kitchen unit. We've got some storage on the side. We've got some shelves. These ones we got ourselves, but it's just like a nice little addition to the room. Yeah, I mean, obviously we've decorated the space behind us. I love getting fresh flowers. Right now, all our plants are kind of dying, but my favorite way to like decorate the space is to have little bottles of wine with candles placed on top of them, and then obviously loads of flowers, dried flowers. It's a very cute space to host in. I mean, sometimes it definitely would be nice to have a separate living room / dining room sort of space. But I'd say that this layout is a very common feature of Marchmont flats. Yeah, let me show you the other side of the room quickly if I can get any decent sunlight. I'll just come quickly here, probably not too long, because as I said, the lighting here is not ideal. But I just wanted a moment to document these beautiful tiles. I love them. Kitchen, when I first saw it, just enamored me. I think this was the room in particular that like made me fall in love with this flat. Obviously the shared space and the natural light, but the tiles just make the room what it is. I love them. This is a kitchen situation I was talking about, little half island, and there's chairs behind it, spices, sauces, oils, cooking utensils and things. Yeah. This is where the magic happens. You've definitely seen this space multiple times, probably from that exact perspective if you've watched some of my previous videos living in this flat. Yeah, this is something I'll definitely miss about the flat. I do, as much as I'm excited for my new flat, this is a space I'll definitely miss, and it makes me sad to think about. And that was my flat. I hope you found it interesting or helpful. And if anything, it kind of gave you an idea of what you can expect from a Marchmont flat. I found that loads of flats here, especially if like they're similar room size, kind of follow a similar layout. Like the general layout of the flat, especially like the kitchen and all of that, I have found to be quite similar across different Marchmont flats. A question that naturally comes up probably is the price. I don't know how helpful this will be because prices vary. And also the current rent I'm paying is rent from like 2 years ago. A flat of this type, especially if it's straight off the market, will definitely be more expensive if you start renting it now, or especially a few years down the line. But at the moment of filming this, the rent that I have been paying for the last 12 months has been £570 per month, and that is without utilities, without Wi-Fi, without anything, just the rent. It is a lot of money, but unfortunately is at the current moment a pretty decent rent price for the current market. It's more money than I was paying last year, but I'll also be paying more for my flat in the upcoming year. It just gets more and more expensive each year, unfortunately. I do think overall though, for everything I was getting, especially the location, at the current moment in time, like this has been a very good price for my accommodation. I'll probably have to start packing up my room around next week, and I'll be fully moved out in 2 weeks time, which honestly makes me very, very sad. I have come to love this room and this flat so much. I'm very, very glad to have this outlet to save and document the flat in the way that I just have. But yeah, hope you found this helpful and informative. Definitely take the rent price with a grain of salt, because that is definitely not an accurate portrayal of the current renting market. But that might just be like a general jumping off point, because yeah, as I said, rent will definitely be increasing over the next few years. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and we'll see you in my new flat. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.